On another episode of How to Do Basic how to use a spinning reel. I'm just going to go over some of the basics here. This is a Penn Slammer 7500, and this is going to be like a heavy action 40 to 80 pound mono and 65 to 100 pound braid. It can hold a whole bunch, well over 300 yards of either of those options. Great reel setup for tarpon, marlin, small marlin, mind you. I mean, you could chase any fish you want for as long as you want. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I've caught some very large sharks on this, sailfish, tarpon, no problem. 150 pound tarpon, no problem. Anyway, I want to go over some of the basics here. I do work as a fishing mate and have lots of fishing experience. This, I'll show you some things on here. You've got the bail right here. You're gonna lift this up on a spinning rod. It's gonna let the line out, all right? And once you lift it up, that's when you could hold the line here and you could use it to cast, all right? And you let go at the end of your swing and you can see the line peeling out there. So you can imagine casting it, the line's peeling out. When the weight hits the bottom or where you want it to go, let's say under a dock, you're casting to a pylon, wherever your target is. When you're done that, flip the bail back in place. On the good reels, the line's gonna end up in the, in here, they call it the seat or I don't know. And it's gonna end up in there, but you may have to push it and just to make sure it's in there, because otherwise, if it's not in there, it's gonna lift the bail. You don't want that to happen. So you're gonna have your drag set up so it's gonna run smoothly through there. Most spinning reels have one or two drags. Some have a drag in the back as well on a live baiting one. Clockwise is going to tighten the drag. Counterclockwise is gonna loosen it. Most people set the drag at like 25% of the line breaking strength. But if you're fishing under docks for like big grouper, snook, redfish, and you gotta yank them out, or you're fishing on the bottom and you're pulling them out there, you may want close to a lockdown drag. All the way to the right. Okay, reeling. I've been on boats. People grab the reel and they're reeling upside down and they're reeling the wrong way and then the reel undoes itself. So it could be left or righty, but for example, I'm gonna hold this one here. I would be reeling this direction to retrieve the line, okay? I'm gonna pull it back in here. That's the basics for using a spinning reel. It's gonna attach here. There's different seats. You're gonna put it in here, tighten it up clockwise, of course, righty-tighty. You've got different components where you could switch the reel handle over if you righty-tighty this, lefty-loosey. Same thing with this bad boy. So you've got all those components as well. There's gonna be washers, gears inside of this if you take it apart. I cleaned it out once or twice a season, add some grease or whatever. Just make sure everything's tight on there, clean, greased up. And you're gonna have these guides where the line's gonna go through. You got a tip at the top and inspect those, make sure everything's smooth, rinse your rod and reels off after every trip. This one here, it's got a regular butt. Sometimes you can unscrew them and they've got one where you could put into a belt. It just depends on the setup. But that's your basics for how to use a rod and reel. I can do another video on how to cast and things like that, but these are just the basics. And that's how you use a rod and reel. Please like and subscribe for more how-to videos. Some are funnier, some are more serious, like this one. Bye.